PHLearn, e-learning application for students. We are living in a so-called mobile era, and there is talk of a new revolution, where mobile devices play a key role. Nowadays, students have a mobile phone that contains a cool apps that they are interested of. On the other hand, you have quiz, study and lots of learning, things that students are not so interested of. However, for this reason, when we combine the two, students become a lot more willing to learn. Philippine history about Spanish expedition to the Philippines. Magellan, a Portuguese in the service of the Spanish crown. On March 16, 1521, Magellan's expedition landed on Hominhan Island in the Philippines. He was the first European to reach the islands. Rey Humabon of Cebu was friendly with Magellan and embraced Christianity. Humabon wanted Magellan to kill Lapu-Lapu, while Magellan wanted to convert Lapu-Lapu into Christianity. On April 17, 1521, Magellan sailed to Mactan, and ensuing battle killed Magellan by the natives led by Lapu-Lapu. Out of the 5 ships and more than 300 men, who left on the Magellan expedition in 1519, only 1 ship and 18 men returned to Spain. Teaching students of new generations today with our traditional methods will become more difficult for the teachers to approach. Students are beginning to demand different approach of learning, such as alternative modes of delivery of instruction, and more multimedia and interactive course materials. Learners are increasingly using digital tools as a new way of sharing knowledge. Hence, most of the time students are not interested in some academic subject. Education is very important in social, political and economic development, so effective teaching is very essential, because it could help the students advance to another and a more sociable interactive environment. To help the students facing those problems, the researchers came up with this idea of e-learning application that can be used by the students as tools for alternative learning for Philippine history subject. This application can help to provide lessons and quizzes that will help students to become more interested to the subject. The general objectives of this study is to develop an e-learning application that will be used as tools for alternative learning in Philippine history subject. This study aims to design an e-learning application that will help the students to know more about the Spanish expedition by presenting learning modules and validate them by means of quiz challenge. Create an e-learning application that can motivate the students to learn by using graphics and sounds. Develop an interactive e-learning application. Provide preview of achievements by looking the accumulated scores of the user. This study will benefit the following: students, teachers, schools, parents and proponents. The study will be focused on design and development of Android e-learning application. The application can provide learning modules and question and answer formats to test the students if they learn something. The user is required to register his name or nickname to be able to play the application. All the registered name will be saved on the database that can use as a player. Players can view his scores and rankings on the leaderboard based on his accumulated scores. For question and answer format, the type of quiz is multiple choice. Player has 3 lives and can only use 3 passes for every set of quiz. In every wrong answer, the lives will decrease by 1. In every single question there's only a 60 seconds limited time. If the answer is wrong or ran out of time, the correct answer will show up. There is a map of different levels and every level has a mission about how many correct answers needed in order to continue the next level. All questions will be based on the modules about Spanish expedition provided by the application. Specifically, the application can only be run on mobile devices that supports Android platform, therefore cannot be implemented in PC-based system. The application is a standalone and only allows 1 player at a time. The minimum target version can run as version 2.3 Gingerbread, up to the version 6.0 Marshmallow. Android Studio will be used as the integrated development environment for creating the entire application and the database that is going to use SQLite. Thanks for watching.
Created using Powtoon.